So yeah, these are the best smartphones you can get from 2022, and as I said, they are worth your experience. Lots of flagship smartphones and flagship upgrades with the likes of the Xiaomi 12 Pro, the OnePlus 10R, and the Vivo X80 Pro. So quickly, ranking the number 5 is the Nothing Phone 1, aka the blinking phone. Yep, the first ever smartphone with the most indicated flashlight for each and every action on the phone, like ringtones, charge percentages and notifications. Let's talk specs now. 6.55 inch of screen display, a dual 50 megapixel camera, 8GB of RAM on a very moderate 128GB to 256GB of internal memory, and not to forget the 4500 mAh. And if you don't know, this is the claimed transparent smartphone you heard of. But what do you think?
Really, nigga?
Number 4, the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4. Yep, this is the phone smartphone with the most efficiency in the ranks of compact smartphones. So not much here really with the specs because of its compactability. A 6.7 inch of screen display when flipped, and a tiny 2.8 inches of screen display for notifications and some live activities. A dual 12 megapixel camera, and also with a massive storage of up to 512GB on 8GB of RAM. And ranking number 3 is the Google Pixel 7 Pro, and for which I reviewed and said it was actually next gen and not kind of. With a 12GB of RAM and the new Tensor chip G2, which gives the best of experience ever from Google. Comes with a triple camera set of 50 megapixel, 12 megapixel and 48 megapixel, and literally the first Android smartphone with the new Android 13. Interesting, right? Down to number 2. This smartphone is actually very competitive with the number 1 in this ranking, and I'll tell you why. So yep, it's the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. Are you surprised? The Galaxy S22 Ultra is definitely a better upgrade over the Galaxy S21 Ultra, but one thing it was lacking, it's been revolutionary. I actually mean next gen features here. Yep, I literally mean there was nothing really new to talk about with the Galaxy S22 Ultra, in spite of the specs. 6.8 inches of screen display, 108 megapixel main camera, 8 to 12GB of RAM on the available 1TB of internal storage. I think the 1TB of storage was actually something new to talk about, and not to forget the 5000 mAh battery capacity. And finally in this ranking, number 1, the overrated, undebated iPhone 14 Pro Max, which actually has the most long-lasting battery on any smartphone yet. But I'll personally pick up the iPhone 14 Pro just because of its compatibility. But generally, the iPhone 14 Pro series came with it all. Firstly, with the introduction of the first ever floating notch, which Apple calls the Dynamic Island, and the newly introduced 48 megapixel on an iPhone. Very revolutionary. Yep, and with these iPhones came new tech innovations from Apple for their ecosystem. And to talk about is the crash detection and the emergency SOS via satellite, which is crazy because I spoke more of in my review for this smartphone. Link in the description below. I tell you, these are the best smartphones from 2022, no doubt, and they are definitely worth your experience. But for an in-depth review for the iPhone 14 Pro Max, the Pixel 7 Pro, and the Galaxy S22 Ultra, check out the link in the description below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and Happy New Year. Get subscribed to join the team of tech lovers, and see you sooner than you expect. Stay blessed.